Hi guys, it's Mr. Davis. In this video, we're going to talk about calculating with perfect roots. Ready? Let's get started. Alright, here's our first problem. If you think you can handle it, go ahead and hit pause and try it. If you need help, just hit play. If you're stuck, well, let's just get going on it. When I look at this root, I see a 2 up here in the corner. That means that this is a second root. So I'm looking for the number that multiplies to itself twice in order to get 9. Or in other words, I'm thinking to myself, there is some sort of number, and the second power of that number equals 9. In order to find that number out, I'm going to break 9 up into its prime factors. So let's see, anything that goes into 9, 3. 3 goes into 9. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And look at that. Look here. I've got 2 matching numbers. 2 matching numbers means one of those 3's times itself will equal 9. I can go ahead and pull out a 3 to get my answer. And I can always check my answer. Let's see, what is 3 squared? Well, that would be 3 times 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. Yep, I got it right. Alright, the second root of 100. Go ahead and hit pause, and when you're ready to check your answer, hit play. Alright, let's do this. Now you might have done it a fast way and pulled out a 10 and a 10. And you know what? That works. You've got 2 numbers that match. They're both 10, so the answer would be 10. That is a fantastic strategy. But let's say that you couldn't think of the number 10. When you thought of 100 and you were looking for something that can come out of it, you didn't think about 10. You thought about breaking 100 up into 2 times 50. Well, what would 50 break up into? That would be 2 times 25. Did you notice that I didn't make any effort at all to break up this 2? That's because I know that 2 is prime. Every single time I break a number up, I like to cross it out. So I'm going to cross out our 50. And let's see, 2's prime, 25, can break up into 5 and 5. Well, looky here. I'm looking for groups of 2, and I've got my first group of 2 matching numbers right there. I've got a 2, so let's pull out a 2. And I've got a second group of matching numbers here, a 5, so let's pull out a 5. And all the numbers that get pulled out of my root multiply. And I do 2 times 5, and 2 times 5 equals 10. So that's another strategy to solving these problems. Get up into Can you find the third root of 8? Go ahead and try. When you're ready, hit play. Well, first of all, if you broke up 8 into 4 and 4, you probably got stuck. Because 4 times 4 isn't 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. That's probably the most common mistake that happens, is that people are accidentally using addition when they should be using multiplication and division. So let's see, we're going to pull out a 2 and a 4, and then cross out our 8. 2 is prime, 4 breaks up to be 2 and 2, and let's cross out our 4. Now, I'm looking for group size of 3. 3 of the same number that match. 3 of the same number, and I've got it right there. 3 2's. 3 2's, which means one of my 2's comes out of the root, and I get 2. Is there a way to check that answer? Sure. This root also says that there's a number, the power of 3 of that number equals 8. So I can check to see if 2 works. 2 times 2 times 2. Let's see, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Yep, this is the correct answer. Alright, try this one. The third root of 27. Hit pause, and then hit play when you're ready. 27 can be divided by 3, and you get 3 and 9. 9 breaks up to 3 and 3. I'm looking for 3 matching numbers. I've got 3 matching numbers right there. My answer is 3. I can check my answer by doing 3 to the power of 3, which is 3 times 3 times 3. Notice my 3 matching numbers. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. Alright, this problem says the third root of 64. Go ahead and pause and see if you can solve this problem. Hit play when you're ready to check your answer. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to break 64 up into 2 and 32. Let's cross it out. 2's prime. 32, though, can break up to 2 and 16. 16 can break up to 2 and 8. 8 can break up to 2 and 4. And 4 can break up into 2 and 2. Alright, those are all prime. That's my prime factors. I'm looking for groups of 3 matching numbers. So 1, 2, 3 2's. One of the 2's comes out. And let's see, 1, 2, 3 2's. One of those 2's comes out. All my numbers that come out can multiply. 2 times 2, and I get 4. Let's check our answer. This problem says that there is some number. If I take the third power of it, I get 64. My guess here is that that number is 4. Let's see, 4 times 4 times 4. You can use a calculator for this, but 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. We did it. Ooh, this one is a much bigger root. This is the 6th root of 64. So similar to what we did, but this time it's the 6th root. Hit pause, hit play when you're ready to check your answer. Alright, I'm going to break this one up differently for fun. I'm going to break it up to 8 and 8. 8 breaks up to 2 and 4. This 8 breaks up to 2 and 4. 2 is prime, 4 becomes 2 and 2. 2 is prime, 4 becomes 2 and 2. Alright, I'm looking for groups of 6. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you see it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 2's, which means one of those 2's comes out. There's nothing left over. That's my answer. And now a big old one. Woo! The 5th root of 1024. You can use a calculator. Just find any number that goes into 1024. If you get stuck, I'll give you a hint. Go ahead and hit pause. Alright, are you ready for your hint? 1024 is even. It's an even number. We know something that goes into all even numbers. Go ahead and hit pause and now try the problem. Alright, let's do it. I know because 1024 is even that the number 2 can come out of it. 2 times 512. Well, 512 is also even, so I'm going to pull a 2 out of it. 2 times 256. 256, also even. Let's pull a 2 out of it, and I get 128. 128 is even, so I get 2 and 64. Oops, 64, even, 2 and 32. 32 is even, 2 and 16. 16, 2 and 8. Ooh, I'm running out of space. Let's zoom on down. 8 is 2 and 4. And 4 is 2 and 2. I did it. Let's zoom out so we can see all of that work at once. Wow. So 1024 breaks up into a whole bunch of 2. That's fantastic. I'm looking for groups of 5 matching numbers. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matching 2's, and 1 2 comes out. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matching 2's, so another 2 comes out. I multiply all the numbers that come out of my root. 2 times 2 is 4. Whew. Should we check it? This problem says that there is a number, and the 5th power, that's an ugly 5. Pause, I gotta fix that. That the 5th power of some mystery number equals 1024. And our work says that that mystery number is 4. And let's see, I need 5 4's. And I'm going to multiply all of these 4's together. This is going to take me some room, so I'm going to zoom and we can see. Let's see, 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. 64 times 4 is 256. 256 times 4 is 1024. It definitely works. The answer is 4. The fifth root of 1024 equals 4. Good job, guys. I hope you got them all right. If you need any help, come and talk to me.